Good evening, my friends. Good evening, and welcome back for another episode of Opus Magnum. If you're watching on YouTube in the future, I want to start with an announcement, which is we now have a Discord, which I don't know if it's a good idea or not, because we don't really have, that many people watching, right? But I kind of figure rather than... Because I know some of you from Reddit, I know some of you from the YouTube comment section, I know some of you from Twitter, it's handy to just have one place where I can let you guys know if I'm sick and not streaming or on holiday or whatever. So, and do you know what? It's also really handy to have polls somewhere consistent where when it comes to discussing what game we're going to play next, whether that be Riven or Firmament, or what game we're going to play next on the Monday stream, whether it's going to be Opus Magnum or Infinifactory, it'd be great to have a location where people can make gaming suggestions for the YouTube as well as for Twitch, and, be able to kind of discuss those suggestions and whatever, right? So we have a Discord. It's up there in the chat right now. In YouTube, I'm going to put it in the YouTube comments, and see you guys there. It'd be good, and there's not much on there at the moment. So, yeah, help feed in to that. Okay, litharge separation. Let's have a look. So this is raw lead ore. Lead ore. No. I'm thinking of iron ore. Iron ore is hematite, right? You should have seen when we had cases and cases of gin around here to isolate individual elements from the alcohol. Too dangerous for Clara to pursue. Alchemy is dangerous, but not in the way your mother thinks. Politically dangerous, perhaps? Okay, right. Now, as we discussed last time, we don't have warm-up levels anymore. We're into chapter 4 now. Everything is hard. Everything is hard. So what are we making here? We have... I'm not even entirely sure what litharge is, actually. Is that a reference to something in the real world? Okay. So we need 4 of these coming out, but only 3 of these coming out. This one in the center... I think we make this cross piece first. Out of a bunch of these lead atoms. So we're going to need a glyph of bonding. We are maybe going to use instead one of these. So grab here, push. Grab here, push, rotate. Grab here, push, rotate. Yeah, something like that. So let's do something like a grab, a here, push. It's so weird because I touch type, my fingers naturally want to go with the index on the F rather than on the D, but that's obviously WASD, so it feels weird because this game is kind of closer to typing than it is to WASD, let's say. Serious kin, you need to split it, not make it. Oh, hang on, wait, what? Oh shoot. You're actually right. Okay, nice. I'm glad one of us is paying attention. That would have been awkward, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well, I suppose we would have figured that out reasonably quickly as soon as we click go and it doesn't grab an atom. How are you doing, Serious Kin? Good to see you in the chat. Right. So we're going to grab one of these. Well, in that case then... Okay, I've kind of got an idea for something that we could start off with. Because maybe we could have a breaker here and a track. This could look pretty funny. So we pull it down, down, and one. So pull it down one, and that way one. And that's going to break this part off from this part. Last week of holiday. Ah, sick. Nice, nice, nice. Enjoying the weather? Just, yeah. Cool. What are you going to be doing? What are you going to be doing come September? Okay, we're going to grab and we're going to go minus, 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 minus. And what that's going to do, yeah, it just cuts us. Cuts half of that off. This half then could continue down a track. That could be pretty funny. Because we could have... Yeah. We could have another piece here. Couldn't we? We could have another breaker right there. And this track could continue further. Break, break, break. Break, break. Break, break. We could put another breaker there as well. Like that. Okay. I don't know if this is like overcomplicating it by this point, but we could certainly have an arm to grab the oxygen from here. This is probably overcomplicating it hugely. Like, yeah, no. Let's not make this super duper complicated. Yeah, let's focus on now, because as soon as that gets there, it's available to be grabbed by an arm like here, and we'll grab it from there, and we'll send it down its own track. Yeah. I think you could grab that a step earlier, actually. No, okay, you can't grab it a step earlier. Okay. What's the best way to deal with that? I have kind of a feeling that actually one of these arms would be better. Because I think what we want to do is we want to move it across. I think we want to break the one we're holding first? Or even... let's move this here and move this one over here. I think what we want to do actually then is something like that, yeah? Grab this way. Yeah, okay. Grab that way. I think we can actually move that even closer. And you know what? I think we can move this closer as well. So, minus, minus, drop. Okay, now we're going to need to do... I think we retract, move in, grab the lead, spin it around. Yeah, okay, so we retract, we move plus, we grab the lead, we spin it around this way, minus, drop, plus, extend, grab, minus, drop. Great. Meanwhile, arm number 1 can now work on breaking up the other parts here. So as soon as that is out the way, as soon as that moves, right, we could rotate here. So we could either rotate this again and break that bond, or we could move up and break this bond. If we do that, we don't need an extra go down. Ah no, can't do plus there. What we want to do is now actually rotate it all the way around, isn't it? Which we could do by going, okay, rotate back that way, release. Go down, grab it again. It would certainly be easier if the arm was slightly longer, but we've got so much time to be able to fit it in. I think it's fine. So we've grabbed it, we're going to rotate it again, release it. Oh, it's a bit painful, isn't it? We kind of maybe want to just like... Hang on. Are we doing this in a stupid way? So we're knocking that one. We want to rotate this 180 degrees. Best way to do that is it to move it there. Wait, that does move at 180 degrees. What? Hang on. Have I just like totally miscounted that? Oh, well, it doesn't help that now we need to move it like more than 180 degrees if we're rotating it that way around, right? So actually, rather than doing it that way round, maybe it makes sense to do it minus. And then you could... Yeah, okay, we need to do minus. Now we can rotate it inwards. And now, if you were to release it, go plus, grab it. Rotate it upwards, release it. Yeah, okay. Now go plus, grab it, rotate it. That's where we now want to be. Okay, and now arm number 2 can go and do its thing. How far does arm number 2 need to go down its track at all? Yeah, it only ever needs to go to... there, doesn't it? Great. So, release that. Now arm number 2 is just going to do its thing. Right, it's going to release. Now it's going to go plus, grab, minus, drop, retract, plus, grab, minus, drop. Okay, stop. Right. Okay, so what we actually need then is we need that to go +1 there. Because now, after you've dropped this, we now need to go plus. Now you've just dropped it into here, right? So we're going to grab this first. So we're going to grab minus. and drop, and then plus extend, grab, minus, drop, repeat. Okay. Well, actually, this could move back to where it needed to go, like... Yeah, there we go. And now if we go repeat, now it's already in its correct position. Here we go. Okay. First puzzle solved of the day? Maybe. Ah, no! We left out a retract. Go. You could probably do it tighter than that. Probably. I feel like there's a lot of wasted space down here, and the way we had to rotate it around here and the length of this track, I'm not super happy with. Okay, area, we're on the peak. Cost, pretty reasonable. Cycles is long. Our cycles are always long. We don't try and optimize cycles. Extracting the essence of lead from ore is something no alchemist has had to do for centuries. In a way, you're reinventing the field on your own. One way to look at it. For my part, I keep thinking I've travelled backwards in time. So, next. Well, let's just do them in order. Stain remover. I don't suppose you have something that will get out a stain. Slipped a little on the way. I don't want to give my parents any opportunity to be suspicious. Now we're back to the old Van Tassen times. So what is this? A glyph of purification transmutes 2 atoms of the same metal into a single atom of their next higher form. Unlike the glyph of projection, it does not require quicksilver. Aha! So, those of you who saw last week's episode would know that I was suggesting that if alchemy is super common and you can make gold from baser elements but never go back down, that actually quicksilver would clearly be the most valuable thing, because to make 1 atom of gold from silver requires 1 atom of quicksilver. And if you can make silver from base elements, but you can't make quicksilver from base elements, clearly quicksilver's going to become the most valuable thing. But you just have a glyph of purification anyway, so there we go. Did you know that tin is just purified lead? Let's go with it. Right, what are we making here? We are making... We've got air, we've got water, we've got salt, we have got tin. Lots of bits. Lots of bits. First of all, let's make a little engine that can make tin for us. So something like that is pretty simple. And we're just going to go grab, rotate twice, drop, rotate twice, grab, rotate once, drop. There we go. That will make us a tin. Now I think that we want to have 2 identical machines that are going to make us a salt water combo, an air salt combo, and those will basically be copies of each other. Hey, Darkflow in the chat. You're late, but you're here. That reminds me, Darkflow, we have a Discord now. Check it out. I know you were mentioning a Discord a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, there we go. There's barely anyone on it. But it means that, you know, if I'm not here for 1 week for whatever reason, then I can let you know easily that I'm not going to be around. And I've never run a Discord before, so I might ask you for some advice and things. But there we go. So we have a Discord. Right. So I think we're going to want 2 identical machines that basically just do the same thing twice. So that is our glyph of calcification. Yeah, maybe that could definitely be pretty handy. Okay, we're going to grab one of these. I think we could do salt. I think it's going to look something like that, you know, where we just go and we put salt there, we put water here, and that's the machine. It does it twice and then it kind of goes. Hang on, wait. How do you... Oh! Yeah, so it's going to be something like that. Wait, how do you rotate the whole thing again? Well, it's not Alt. Ah, shoot. I don't remember from last week. Select all and use the rotate keybinds whilst holding it. Yeah, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, sir. Right. So yeah, so I think we're going to do something like that. And we could even stack these up really close to each other and just drop them like this. No, we couldn't, because we need to swing it round the other way. Yeah. But anyway, right, so number 2 is going to involve like a grab, rotate twice, drop, rotate back twice, grab, rotate 3 times that way, and drop. Probably. And number 3 is going to do basically the same thing. And that's going to repeat twice. So... now this is going to be ready about at the correct time. Oh, do you know what? I've just noticed we could do something like this, where we have this here and this that way up, because the return instruction, yes. Yeah, so I usually just dump that at the end of the program. I don't ever really seem to use that in a clever way, I don't think. Incidentally, I've got a notification. Shout out to RoboRob163 who subbed to me yesterday. I think that must have been after I went offline, but thank you very much for the subscription. Yeah, so I think we can do something like... yeah, sorry, no. I think we want to do it up here, right? Attach it like this, and then we rotate it round. And do the same thing. Okay, so is this pointing it in the direction that we have? So we're going to end up with salt here. I think it might be better to have that way around, right? Because then you've got salt here and thing here, which if you then were to rotate it like this, puts it in exactly the correct orientation. Yeah, so salt here and here. So then if you were to have that, that's the angle that you want this to take. So we could put, let's move that to the side for now. We could put another glyph of bonding. We could do something like that, couldn't we? So you release number 3 here. At the same time, this one's going to grab number 3 and just move it that way. Drop it. Come back twice. Grab this piece and move it that way. Oh. I think that's what's happened there. Yeah. Great. So that's that piece. Yeah, but I don't think that's actually a terribly good way of doing that. No, I think maybe we want to get a piece like this. Ground control in the chat. Hello, hello. Darkflow said basically it releases the held piece and return the arm to where it starts. So when it starts a component, just use it when you want to grab a new one. Fair play. Oh, I'm really struggling with the angles on this one. No, let's just try and keep it simple. Okay, we're going to go here and the salt's going to be here. We want to create a bond that's then in that direction. So we'll just do that, yeah. And what we'll do is we'll literally just pop that on a track. Aha, here we are. Right, get rid of all of you. So we'll put number 3 on the track, and we won't release it there. What we will actually do is we will move it negative. Yeah. No, we'll come back to this one later. Meanwhile, I kind of want this machine to sort of be out of the way, actually. We'll just move it one down for now. Put one of these on it. It might need actually a kind of... Oh no! It might need a kind of, just like a long arm, actually. Like if we do it like that. So after you've built that, then you go grab, we will do a rotate, and then keep hold of it when you make the bond, because what we're going to need to do is do a little rotate round, something like that. Meanwhile, number 3 is going to do a release here. Actually, I'm not sure if that can rotate during a release. I think it can. Number 3 is going to do a release here, and then it's basically going to do a return. So let's try that out. Okay, well that clearly didn't work. Why did that not work? Oh, because you didn't release it. Right. Something like that then, in fact. Great. And that is indeed enough room for it to rotate. So we basically want exactly the same thing from number 2, but the opposite way round. So we actually want to mirror it. Yeah. So we're going to put that there. We are going to need to have that. We need to rotate it, move it in, and then move it back. Yeah. Okay, right. This is sort of fine. This is kind of fine. So here, that one, a little path goes like that. Okay. And number 2 kind of has the same steps as number 1, but I think it's the opposite way around. That's not the same. No, it's not the same steps as number 1. It's the same steps as number 3. But the opposite way around. But it still goes to minus. Okay, let's try that out. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice looking. Okay, currently it bumps into arm 3. That's something that we can work on that. We can work on that. We can work on that by rotating it before we move it, plus. Oh no, we can't quite. Hang on, wait, what? So we need to... Oh, can we rotate it the other way? Can we rotate it the other way? We're going to rotate it that way, then move plus, then finish the rotation. That's it. So now, these guys are going to go make the next piece. Oh, share the screenshot to the Discord. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What? That's pretty disgusting. An area of 13. Which level is that? That's nice. Top percentile is 14. So better than the top 1%. We then basically want to take a break now, right? Yeah, we basically want to take a break all the way to here, where we want to basically then repeat these instructions about there. Okay, so, right, confusion then, because I thought this return instruction would restart the sequence. Right, so next step, these should return, shouldn't they? And start doing the next... That's weird. Because, okay, they get to here. Cool. And then they're going to release. Oh, I see. I see. We can do that. Oh, I get it. I get it. I've never really understood how those are supposed to work. But yeah, okay, that does make a certain amount of sense. So no, we want that to be in line with that step, don't we? Wait, no, we don't want... Whoops. We don't want to rotate at all. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's the thing. Right. No, okay, do you know what? We don't actually even want to rotate at all there at all, do we? We just want to get to there and then literally just dump that into the answer bucket. So, which way are we going to go? I guess we're going to go out this way and pop that in there. So it's a retract, and this goes 2 more here. So it's going to be a retract plus plus drop. Let's give it a go. Oh, the Litharge separation in chapter 4. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. That's the one we were literally just doing. Right. Hang on a second. No, that now needs to go more like here or something. Oh, wait. And also, we need that like that. Ah, shoot. What? Oh, okay. One more plus. Go. Okay, that's not working because I didn't put one of these in here. Nice. This is a satisfying one. I reckon we could also save a little bit of space on our little tin factory. Area though, we're on the money. Cycle's a little bit bigger than normal. Cost sort of on the money. So not an optimized solution, but not a terrible solution either. I imagine you could sell this solvent if you had a mind to go into business. Clothiers. How lovely though. I'd go to you for all of my couture. This sort of thing is amusing to speak of in jest, but sometimes I do wish I could lead a simple life. Perhaps one day you can. Yeah. It's hard to sympathise with the character that's literally an aristocrat, but... Sword alloy! You think Taros will notice the quality of your sword? You should see the other our alchemist made for my brother. It's practically limp. I'd have thought how sorry I would do better. A surprising number of our treasures are holdovers from earlier days when we only pretended to be an important house. Okay, what are we building? We are building... something mammoth. We have 2 reagents. We have our glyph of purification. So, our repeated unit. So our repeated unit is these 3 here. 1 iron and 2 tin. We need, you know, it's going to be very similar to our previous infinite pieces, where we're going to be grabbing something, moving it forward, moving it backwards. First of all, let's worry about creating the required elements. Now we've been given 2 lead. We only really need 1, right? Kind of thinking like, is a something like that. Like, that's going to cost us extra space, but and similarly we could do this. So then we've got, so we'll have the iron coming out of here. Oh yeah, okay, right. That's how you kind of optimize the cycles, is it? Because what you do is you have, yeah, okay. You have the iron coming out of the top one here. You have the tins coming out of this one here. But because the iron requires 2 tins to make, you make out of the second machine 2 tins for every cycle that your iron would be producing. That's pretty clever. Yeah, alright. I'm down with that as a plan. So, oh, this is gonna look sick. Oh, we could even do that, couldn't we? Do it like that. All right. This is gonna look like a clock, just kind of doing its thing. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Too many, says ground control. Is that too many? 1, 2, tin. Oh yeah, shoot, it is. It's way too many. Ah. You're absolutely right. This is going to look less beautiful now, but still somewhat beautiful. So we're going to drop that, come back here, grab, go, drop. And return. And basically, that's going to go there and there. Except number 2. Yeah, so these returns aren't really needed. You can just do that. Well, no, actually, it's good to have the visual break, isn't it? Okay. I only need to repeat that on. I only need to repeat that on that one, actually, don't I? So, first one's going to make that. After you do that release, that's going to do that one. Can always fix this puzzle in the workshop later. Okay, and now number 2 is going to go off and... no. Number 2 needs to go and wait. It needs to go and grab it. There. Right. This is good. This is good. So what we're going to need... This is going to create the first tin that we use first. So let's grab our track. Okay. And let's just grab a piston arm. So once we drop that in 3, number 4 is going to grab it. And we're going to go and place it somewhere. Meanwhile, number 3 actually does need to repeat its instructions, doesn't it? Because we do need another one of those. So number 4 is going to grab it, and we're going to move that to somewhere. For now, let's just move it, I don't know, down a couple of places and drop it. Okay. So the second tin is going to become available before the iron does. Right. So we could certainly put the first iron up here. Ah, bronze sword? Yeah, that would totally work, wouldn't it? Wait. Yeah, because this is tin and... Yeah, this is tin and iron. Which I'm not sure really makes anything, actually. What's an alloy of tin and iron? Okay. So we move that double negative, then we're going to extend it twice and then drop it. Meanwhile, the second one... I'm going to grab that one there. Meanwhile, the second one, which becomes available for us here, we're going to grab it. We're going to just... oh, wait, and then we need to reset. Oh, even better. Reset using C, yeah. Then we're going to grab the next one, go plus, plus, and drop it. After we drop it, we're then going to tin alloyed cast iron. Worst name for an alloy ever. Okay, after we drop that there, we're then going to go... oh wait, hang on, no. Minus, minus, not plus, plus, minus, minus. Then we're going to go plus, extend. Oh, hang on, wait. We need to do extend, extend. Grab, retract, that bonds it. And then minus. Minus. Okay, that's going to give us our repeating unit. Great. So now, what do we need? we need that to then bond to the next piece. So let's dial it back one. Okay, dial it back one again. I'm looking at this combination here. Can we put a bonding glyph there? Yeah, we could. We could put a bonding glyph there to make that bond. We need another one there to make that bond. And we need yet another one here to make this bond. Oh, that's ugly. That's ugly. I don't like it. And so then which... So then where do we then need to leave it? So where do we then need to leave it? So we're going to have a piece like this. No. Oh shoot, hang on a second. Have we actually got the curvature the wrong way around? Yeah, no, this is okay actually. Yeah, that's okay. So we bring it back, we go negative. Yeah, we go negative, and what we want to do is we want to go negative again and then just release it. Yeah, and then we'll just release it and reset. And meanwhile, I think... Yeah... It's sort of like that. I don't think we need to do that reset there. We don't need that reset there. Okay. Maybe this is good. And that one doesn't need to go all of that distance, right? I think we in fact it only needs to go to there. Pretty sure. Cool. Alright, let's do it. Oh god, they're out of sync with each other already. Is that going to work? Might. Oh, that looks pretty good. I think that's going to do it. It makes me sad that these little ticking clocks are not in sequence with each other. But that's, yeah. I don't think we're going to be winning on cost. Oh, wow. We're still winning on cost. I did not think we'd be winning on cost. But cycle's terrible. Area. Alright. That's alright. If everything had gone the way Armand wished, you'd have been making a sword for Clara anyway. What a strange thing to consider. Okay, next one. Invisible ink. Are you truly comfortable with this artifice? I just need to think of what to write. The language of love doesn't come naturally to me. These type of letters are the sort of thing I only read about in old tales of romance. So is Anateus not involved in the creating of the invisible ink then? Slightly unclear. Okay. Right. So where did we have these? Yeah, we kind of did it like that, right? Where we grabbed an arm there, an arm here. That creates the Vitae and the Moors. I mean, we can go and create two machines that are sort of mirror images of each other, right? That's sort of okay. So we move that there. We grab the Vitae, grab the Moors. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. So we'll do it that way instead. Yes. That's okay, because when we need salt... Paquaret and the Bun Burrows. I've not heard of it at all. Literally never heard of it. So, number one, grab, rotate, rotate, drop. Then we can rotate and we will grab the Moors. And I think what we're probably doing is making a track, right? Bunny stacking game. It's a 2D puzzle game about catching bunnies. Hang on, be right back. Gonna have a quick look. Bunny stacking game. Paquaret down the Bun Burrows. Oh, okay, okay. Cool. I'll stick it on the wish list. Play it and not spoil yourself. Aha, really? I do like a puzzle game where it's like, don't spoil yourself. There is more to this than meets the eye. Okay, so we're going to drop that in there. We're going to grab this one and probably... Oh, shoot. Hang on a second. What was that noise? No, that's my Steam playing a trailer. We'll stop that. I was just like, what? What's that sound? You guys might not have heard that, 'cause I think you only hear the games audio. Right. I think then what we're going to do, after we release, let's not grab that one. Let's immediately go back here, grab another one of these. Back here, right, okay. Kind of drawing a weird mind blank. So, yeah. So we drop that in there. Let's go back twice, grab another water. Rotate twice there. Go -1. -2. And we'll put the bonding glyph here. So rotate here, rotate here. Yeah, just -1 and drop. Then rotate once more. Go plus. Yeah, grab that. So grab the Moors. We'll rotate it, drop it. No. Rotate it. Go negative, drop it. So now it should be here and here. And this is here. Yeah. So now we're going to go rotate round this way. Actually, rotate it round the other way. Grab it, rotate it that way. So now we're going to have them all in a line. Go negative again. And we're going to drop that. And now that's pointing... Okay, right, let's see where that actually brings us. Ah, can't tell without number 2 being in place. So it's going to be something like that. Except number 2 is... Yeah, pretty much the same. Okay, let's go there. An arm must be on a track to move forward or backwards. Oh, okay. Look, get rid of that. So, put that there, grab that, round to here. Great. And then, could be handy to be the other way, because now we've got to rotate it round the sort of wrong way. But I guess we could instead do salt first, but it sort of needs to go... Weird, actually. I might get the arms to swap with each other. That could work in a weird sort of way. Because if I continue the rotation to there, I sort of want a salt here, don't I? Which we could do, actually. We'd just grab a second glyph of salt, couldn't we? Yeah, because we could have this. We could have this way round, and that's sort of okay. Because, yeah, what we need is we need a piece here and we need a piece of salt that goes there. So let's go and grab... well, do you know what? Let's super duper simplify it. Yeah. And we'll just swap that out for that. Okay, so we rotate it around. We're going to release it, and at that point we are like there. Do we ever use this one actually? We go negative and then plus and then negative. No, we only go that far. So that's sort of fine. So we're going to release that and it's going to be pointing that way. So then we will... Well, actually, I have another wonder. Did we ever use that hex for anything? We don't. So we're going to put another glyph of calcification there. Because then, when we release... Okay, and we're going to... And it's going to be in that spot. We're going to rotate it round. We're going to grab that, rotate it to turn it into salt. Push it out to be there. That's going to bond that. Oh, do you know what? That's pretty great if that works somehow. So you push it out there. We're holding the salt. We're holding the salt currently. We could move it to there. Does that work? That's pretty mad. Ah, okay, no. It doesn't work on two fronts. What if you were to rotate it and then go? Because the Moors can't become salt, so that's fine. And then rotate it back? No. That doesn't work. You could... It feels really close. Hang on. We just move it plus, don't we? Right, rather than rotating it, let's move it plus right there. Hang on. What? No, now it's gonna point to this one if we rotate it. Ah, shoot. This is really close to being, like, amazing. This is really close to being amazing, and I want it to be amazing. Do you know what? I think I see it. I think I see it, right? We're going to take that. We're going to release it. We're going to rotate it. Grab it. Yeah. Retract it. Release it. Wait. No, no. Rotate it. Extend it. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's tight. That's a tight solution. Okay. Now we've got to build that in mirror image on the other side. So let's get rid of that and put that on instead. And then we're basically going to take all of this and copy it across. And then, yeah, and put a return on both of them. And we kind of need to have, like... so that goes there, there. Glyph of calcification here. It's all mirror images, so the same stuff should work. The same commands should work, so it's all rotationally symmetric. Well, let's give it a go, right? That's got to be pretty good. That's got to be pretty good. Like, it's not like the perfect solution or anything, but... Oh, do you know what? That's really disappointing. Oh, that's really disappointing. I was hoping it would be at least in the next block. Oh, what? That's such a close solution, though. Oh, to be fair, like the level of competition on these later levels is high. World weariness. Okay, purified gold. I feel compelled to note that you're turning lead into gold again. Revel in mediocrity. You'll have great joy going back and shaving cycles later. Cycles is like I've seen some of the cycle optimized solutions. Cycles, I think, requires a level of commitment and understanding that, like, I do not have at all. Like, I think optimizing cost is probably the easiest one. You're a cycle path. Very good. I think optimizing cost is probably the easiest one. I think optimizing area is like middle, and then optimizing cycles is like, I would say an order of magnitude. I'd say optimizing cycles, for me, the way I perceive it, it looks 10 times more complicated than optimizing area or optimizing cost. Turning lead into gold is my parlour trick. So, what are we making this time? Well, this time we're making lead into gold, but we're doing it differently. Oh, do you know what though? This time we might actually get our clocks working. Here we go. So, we're basically going to take that . Yeah, this is very similar to what we were basically trying to make before. So you'd think cycles would be very hard, but there's actually a very simple way to see if you're not doing it fast enough. And that helps a lot since you can tackle your system in multiple steps. Cycles is the most fun. Well, fair enough. Playing with top percentiles showing in histograms has humbled me. Oh, do you know what? Can we turn that on before I've beaten the game? I deleted my save. So, ground control. You weren't here for the first episode, I don't think. So, I have actually played this game before. I didn't do the optional workshop stuff later. So, this isn't a blind playthrough, but I played it like 5 years ago or something like that. It's been a long, long time. So, yeah, so I think top percentiles, you can only turn that on like after you've beaten the game, but I deleted my saves for this playthrough because there's no convenient way to create a new profile in Opus Magnum. Like, it just remembers your progress forever. I reckon whether you use these two to make one, or whether you just keep replicating this same control, I don't think it's actually going to make a huge difference to the overall speed that you're going to reach. Tell you what, that would have been a lot harder to do before knowing that control copies things. So, this one's going to spit out tin, this one's going to spit out iron, this one's going to spit out copper, this one's going to spit out silver, and those are going to spit out gold. And then we're just going to have a little bucket back here, and maybe like one arm and a track. And what we'll do is, at the end when everything's done, we'll just go and collect 4 pieces of gold. And that's certainly going to cost cycles doing it that way, because I think it's probably intending you to kind of binomial branching tree it. This one I think will look more satisfying when we play it. So in all of these, no delays here. All parts can start going through motions right away. It will greatly simplify programming. Fair play. So we're going to grab, go twice, release, back twice, grab, go once, release, and reset. And we're going to do that a whole bunch of times. Right. So now, what we're going to do, we'll put the gold, we'll put the output there, and we'll grab a track. Okay. And this is going to start here and we'll go this way up. So at some point in the very distant future, so how many times does it need to do that? Because that's what it needs to do to grab you 1. And it's basically going to keep doing that for a long, long, long time. Oh, repeat instruction. Creates a sequence of instructions that will repeat. Easy, okay. Forget about that all the time. So, how many times does this cycle through? Well, it creates us 1, then it's going to create a second. Right, for 1 gold, you need 2 silver. For 2 silver, you need 4 copper. For 4 copper is 8 iron. 8 iron is 16 tin. That's 32 lead. So 16 of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Right. And well, you know what? Let's check that that works with 1 first. Right. So let's go all the way down here and we'll go. Ah, of course, no. It all needs to be in there before it can do the whole thing. Yeah, okay. So if this doesn't work first time, there's going to be a lot of debugging required. I mean, you know, it's gonna work pretty quickly, right? You don't have to repeat if the whole thing never stops actuating, but the output at the end needs to have its timing be correct. Because I'm going to have 1 arm, number 21. You are decreasing this from infinites to merely dozens using V copy. Okay, maybe I'm misunderstanding more fundamentally. Because oh, okay. Oh no, okay. I think I see what you mean. Okay, let's get rid of all of this then. God, I should have done this in a more methodical way, for sure. Okay. So this is just going to keep going. No, hang on. 18, 19 and 20 aren't doing anything. Why aren't you doing anything? 18, 19 and 20. Okay. See, this is a good point, because 21 could... Yeah, you could use many arms to catch the gold at the end and make a loop of 4 arms. Oh, do you know what? We could do that. We could do that, couldn't we? So actually do it like... do it like that. Does that work? You're going to move it once, release it, grab it. I mean, I suppose, maybe. And you got to go round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13. I remember this clearly now. There's a fundamental problem here that will become evident shortly. Oh, just a fundamental problem. Okay, got it. It's not Arm 21. No, Arm 21 is this one here. But okay, before we get to there though, let's start this playing. Ah, shoot. Okay, that's a problem for sure. The timing's no good there. Oh no, how do we fix that? Would it be sufficient to just offset them by half a cycle? Like, if you were to grab number 2 and literally do that to it. Yeah, okay, so we could... No, that still didn't work. Oh, Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good at all. So arm number 2 needs to move at half the speed of arm number 1, and so on all the way down the line. Your solution was delivering the first reagent to the second position first, then lifting and moving to the first position. I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. Grab, right, drop. Grab, right, drop. Left, left. Grab, right, drop. Grab, right, drop. What? So you're moving the lead from here to here, dropping it, then grabbing it and moving it to here, dropping it. The only way you lift and move to first is if nothing is in first. Okay, I think let's simplify all of this down, because we're just going to make a copy of this machine several times anyway, right? If the first is occupied, then dropping the second despawns both. If the first is occupied, dropping in the second despawns both. So you grab here. So the code that I've written here does drop it into the second first. But oh, okay. Sorry. So hang on. Are you saying that you're checking whether there is something in second by dropping it first, and if there's something already on second, then that's going to despawn and you're not going to be able to pick it back up. Otherwise, you pick it back up again and move it to second. Okay, I think I see what you're getting at. So you grab it. So you grab it and move it and drop it, and then try and pick it up. And then you can move it and drop it. Otherwise, you don't have it in your hands anyway. Then go back. And then that's actually what you're going to repeat. That's pretty sick. That's actually an amazing way of doing it. That's kind of disgustingly good. I love it. I love it. Okay. So then that just goes forever. Oh no, 6 doesn't need to do that. And so now, well, don't worry about 6. So now we can repeat these. And what we're going to end up is we're going to end up with gold there. So now let's go back to where we were with 21. And where we're going to be is... it's going to be something like... nah, do you know what? Get rid of that. I reckon something like, yeah, I think you don't want it touching, I think you don't want it overlapping the track, actually. Oh, so, hang on, wait a minute, I think you want it to go, yeah, like that, probably. Because I think what you want to do with 21 is something very similar, where you do grab, move, drop, grab, move, drop, grab, move, drop. And that's all that does in a loop. Okay, this is gonna bump into the arms. The arms are gonna start bumping into each other, which isn't great there. Because we are carrying it the wrong way. Let's make that negative instead, and then go. So this should do it, right? Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. Some of them are going the opposite way to others. They all need to go negative. Go. Mr. T and T, first time in the chat. It should be a pyramid. 8-4 to 2-1. It could be a pyramid. I don't think it needs to be, though. And I don't think it will super duper affect the overall efficiency, because we're going to get 4 gold out of every big cycle rather than 1. Oh no, this isn't going to work at all. Ah, shoot. Ah, do I literally just need to fill this up with more arms? Because we could. That's not the way to do that. That's the way to do that. Is this overkill? I don't know. That will definitely work. Like, there's no chance that can't work. We are not optimizing for cost anymore. We're not even really optimizing for area or cycles by this point. What we're optimizing for is it looking cool. Good to see you in the chat for the first time though, Mr. TNT. So are you a Opus Magnum aficionado, a Zachtronics fan in general? What's your view on this game and other puzzle games in general? Okay, so that's given us 4 gold. I don't know how many cycles we have to go through until it acknowledges that we've solved the puzzle. Hopefully it's 8 or fewer. Zachtronics fam, this is the only one from him that you finished. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I think actually I'm in the same boat. I think this is actually also the only Zachtronics game that I've ever finished. I got Infinifactory. I got fairly far in Infinifactory, but never beat it. And a lot of Zachtronics games that are more explicitly coding oriented, really couldn't get into. Cost, cycles, and area, all terrible. It doesn't matter. Looked cool doing it. We're going to adorn her in gold. You'll be the talk of the city for a generation. Okay, what are we going to get? Alchemical jewel and golden thread. Cool. So, yeah, my first ever Zachtronics game was someone bought me TIS 100 as a gift. And I didn't get it. Like, I didn't get it in the sense that, not that I didn't get what the game, like, I didn't understand what the game was. Like, my friend got me this gift, and I was like, what is this, and why are you trying to get me to debug a mainframe, which clearly isn't a real mainframe? It's like, what, this is a game? Question mark? And I really didn't understand. I was like, where's the fun? So TIS 100 I really couldn't get into at all. And most of the games, most of Zachtronics games that are explicitly computer science oriented, I do kind of struggle. Whereas this one, even though it's very similar, when you take the theming away from it, I do think theming is quite important to a game. Let me know how you'd like the jewel of your tiara to look. Talos Corvin isn't one for subtlety. He needs to be dazzled by everything he sees. If my sword indicates nobility, the jewel should imply obscene wealth. I don't want to tempt myself to imagine this as anything but a plot with a specific aim. Reaches a point just becomes work. Space Chem for me, way easier than TIS 100. Text programming. sometimes mixed in like Shenzhen.io. Shenzhen.io is another one that I own. I think I picked that up on Epic. It was the free game on Epic. Oh no, shoot, that might have been Shapes.io. Is that Zachtronics? I can't remember. Or it might have literally just been called Shapes. That might actually be a totally different developer. So yeah. Shapes.io. Okay. Is that Zach? Played the predecessor to Opus Magnum as a Flash game. Oh really? Okay, great. Like, I'd like to go back and do Infinifactory some more. And in fact, like, Infinifactory, as far as I'm aware, it's like Zachtronics only go into, like, the 3D conveyor belt space. And I really liked it. Like, I mean, I didn't finish it more because of I got distracted by other games rather than because I didn't like it, you know. I thought it was quite a good game. And if you could have a version that didn't have the dead bodies in it, it would be brilliant for kids, because it's basically Minecraft, the conveyor belt game. But then again, I think there are other games which are more sort of like Infinifactory. Not Factorio, that's the 2D one, but there are. I've seen some streamers play factory-like builders, which are also 3D, that remind me a lot of Infinifactory. Shapes.io is some other guy. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Just came back. What are we talking about? Infinifactory with the dead bodies. Yeah. It'd be nice to have Infinifactory without the dead bodies. We're talking about other Zachtronics games and which ones we got on with and which ones we didn't so much get on with. Right, so we start with gold. Oh, do you know what, right? We're going to do some 6 spins on this level. We're going to take that one and convert it into salt. We're going to take the, so get 6 salts out of this. We're going to get 6 waters out of this one. No, that's earth. And I think we're going to take the gold, spin it around 6 of these, and then spin it around 6 of those. And then take a load of bonding things, bonding glyphs, and just spin it through. Okay, fair enough. I haven't tried Shapes.io. Fortress Craft Evolved. Okay. Good to know. So, let's start with an arm and our gold. And what we're going to do is we are going to piston arm. We should just make piston arms the default, because we're not optimizing for cost. There's basically no reason not to use piston arms. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a glyph of bonding. We want it to be far enough away from the base of the arm. So let's just start with a long arm. Yeah. And we're going to move that into there. Yeah. No, we're going to move it into there. Yeah, because this will be the one that rotates. Meanwhile, this guy can sort of live here. And we're just going to pop this in here, but that's going to be in the way, so you're going to need to be another long arm. Okay. This ain't going to be optimized for area. Okay, grab, rotate. Meanwhile, number 2 is going to do a grab, rotate, drop, return, grab. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to return and then V, 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 V. Okay. Then, when you drop, this guy's just going to rotate. Okay, immediate problems. Immediate problems. Okay, what we're going to do then is we're going to move that to there, and instead, because we're not in a rush for this move, rather than it being a rotate, we're just going to move it negative twice. Yeah, because we're not in a rush to make that first move. Okay, we actually are, because we've said that actually we want the Earth to be on that side of it. Well, I guess we could move it to there instead. But the problem is this is then going to be in the way. So okay, we rotate it and then we negative it. Yeah. Oh, boo. What's going on with that then? Okay. Great. Why you be like this? Why you be like this? Okay, fine. Number 2, forget it. You are, rather than doing rotating, you are instead now going to be... Get rid of you. Right. Rather than rotating, you are grabbing, extending, dropping, and putting back. Yeah. What? Oh, yeah, okay, now get rid of you. Good. Right, now, this is where it's going to become a little bit different, because now we're going to, as soon as you release, I think we can rotate it as soon as you release, right? Yes, you can. What we need at this point, then, is we need salt to be being put here. So we're going to put a glyph right there. And we need salt to be being dropped in there. And I tell you what we're also going to do, we're also going to bond the green ones to each other as we go around this as well. So salt needs to be being dropped into here, but also needs to be being kept out of the way. So again, I think we'll take one of these, grab it over the calcification, Okay. So just before it rotates in, number 3 is going to grab, extend, drop, and return. And we're going to do that 6 times. Okay, and what we're going to do then is we're going to rotate, 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 rotate. Nope. Wait, sorry, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 6. Right, so we don't need to rotate it anymore, but we do need to get to the end of this one. Or at least most of the end of this one. At least until the point where you release it, which I think is here, and then we're going to rotate that away. Cool! So, everything on the internal part of the track is done. We're then going to put a glyph of bonding right there. And we should be able to rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. Yeah, 6 rotations. Right, that's the last rotation. Oh, no, okay, no. We only need 5 rotations. And then we're going to move it. And then drop it. Yeah. Okay. And repeat all of that. Okay, let's do some 6 spins. Oh, that's satisfying. That's satisfying. I like that. Pretty cool. You should play some logistics games, especially Satisfactory. Planning factories with maths is really cool. I have heard of Satisfactory. I've heard it's very, very consuming, though. Yeah. I don't know. I can't... I don't think I can play infinite games, if that makes sense. I don't think that would be very good for me. Sweet. Okay, so cost, not so bad. Cycles, I think I'm pretty pleased with that one, actually, in terms of cycles. If it were up to me, I would dispense entirely with this vain and empty grandeur. Empty symbols. How many of us carry swords and can't even use them? Okay, golden thread. Another infinite one. A typical game can last from 100 hours to 500 hours. Oh my god. Can you imagine if we were playing a 100-hour game on stream? It would literally take... Well... It would literally take a year. From thread to complete dress. shame that Van Tassens won't gain the benefit of the work. A ball gown made of pure gold certainly would fit well with their sense of style. Okay, ooh, that's interesting. So, our repeat unit is 2 salts on each side and a gold. We've got 1 salt and a gold to start us off with. Okay. Okay, pretty convinced we're going to need we're going to need, like, similarly to last time, one of those and one of those to get these linkages done. But let's focus on making this repeat unit first. So I think something like... You want to be able to sort of put it on both sides of the thing. So the natural thinking is kind of like, okay, we'll put a piece here, put one here, put one here, put one here, and then we could move them both down a track. Put the gold behind. Yeah. I mean, that could do it, right? So number 1 goes here, that goes there, then we're going to end up with a piece there and a piece there. We take one of these to move here. Yeah, it's going to be something like that. Yeah, okay. And then we grab... I think we do something like that, yeah? Move to there, or even just move to there and rotate it. Save us a hex. So, okay, so number 1 is going to do a grab, rotate, rotate, drop, rotate back twice. Oh, I see what you mean, right? You can do that, and it rotates, and it comes back to where it was. I see what you mean now, about this actually making your life a lot easier. So do that, and drop, and return. No, you don't even need the drop. You don't even need the drop. And then we're basically going to do the same thing, except now it's going to go that way instead. Meanwhile, okay, so that's going to get us 2 salts that way. Maybe number 2 needs to be a piston arm, actually. And we're going to have an extra line here. So, meanwhile, number 3 has gone grab, minus, drop, drop, then retract, plus plus, and now we're waiting to grab the next item. Which will come from here. So we grab it there and go 1, 2, 3. And actually, I think we just kind of go all the way with it. Number 2 can grab the salt as soon as it's ready here. And we're going to rotate it that way, go -1, and then return to where we were before. So no, we can't grab that and go all the way down here. But what we can do actually, yeah, is we put that there. That's here. We put it another negative, don't we? And then it's going to be in the right spot. So, oh no, that's not correct at all. Oh. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, no, that's totally not what I was meaning to happen. 2 shouldn't rotate at all. 2 should just go along. 1, 2, and in fact, 3 spots. And in fact, the 4th spot. No, because it needs to be the other way round. It needs to be the other way round, doesn't it? Yeah, that's no good. We need the gold to come through after the salt has been positioned. Fine. We need the gold to come through after the salt has been positioned. So what we're going to do is we're going to put... We're going to start 3 from here. Yeah, okay. Let's remove all of this. We're going to start 3 from there. At the point where this one gets dropped, we're going to, which is that point, we're going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop. Then we're going to move 1, 2, 3, extend. Grab, and then it should be a case where we can then just sort of power through. That is the wrong number of moves. Right, 2 is in the correct spot there, so get rid of that. Ooh. Okay. So this is pretty good. This is pretty good. What we are going to need then... You had a great idea for alchemical jewel, but it didn't work. Had to end up using piston arm anyway. Fair, fair. So we're going to need one of those, and we're going to need one of those. And I think it sort of ends up being like that, right? And it's like 2 more negatives on this one before you then reset. So we're now grabbing that, moving it in. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. It needs to... It needs to be one earlier, doesn't it? If we leave that there, what happens? Like that has a chance of working because it creates that bond there. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. That could be it. Guys, I think we've smashed that. That's great. Oh, that's amazing area. That's amazing area. Brilliant. Hey, look, check that out. Cost is okay. Cycles is nice. Run it some more. How do I run it some more? I reckon as well, you could actually cut off these 5 squares because this piston arm is long enough that it could do the top row of salt as well. 2 never goes all the way negative. Oh yeah, no, you're right, you're right. Yeah, I reckon we could save. I reckon we could save another 5 spots, you know. Because what happens if, before we grab this, what if we instead start that up here? Yeah. And literally just grab those commands from number 2. Right, so that it's doing that. And then we go, okay, now retract. Yeah, retract twice. Move 1, 2, 3 positive. Like, does that not also solve the problem? Oh no, shoot, I forgot to actually put it as... Okay, and drop it. Oh, no, not quite, not quite. Okay, it might get out of sequence now. Be okay, you've got to do plus, 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 and then grab. That's going to do it. That's going to do it. And then you don't need that. You don't need any of that. Oh, that is some hard optimization there. Excellent. 66. Previous best was 71. So we've saved 5. Saved 5 right there. Brilliant. And you plan to make the entire dress out of this? Quite the bold sartorial statement. That's the plan. Okay, now we are up to the plot. Nils Whittle is back. The man who threatened to cut our throats whilst we sleep and rob us. Came to let you know House Colvin is stepping up patrols throughout the border zone. Thank you for the warning. I have a few more things to do, but we should be out of here just as soon as I'm finished. Don't hesitate, they're clearly looking for someone. Oh, Clara just knows Nils. Oh, really? The lipstick. Well, here we go. Chapter 5. This game is great, but skip. No, the plot! The plot, ground control. The plot is super important. Okay. A Scion's Will. My understanding that alchemists must pass a difficult course of study at the Imperial University and therefore only a small number graduate. Therefore, alchemists tend to keep track of each other even as they spread out across the city. It follows then, would it not, that the alchemist of a house like House Colvin would be aware that another house, like House Van Tassen, had a new alchemist. Okay. Oh, could it be that Verin is the traitor? I need no impetus to puzzle. Oh, Taras Colvan is not into excuse making. Here we go. He's going to be without an alchemist if he's not careful. Okay, my friends, we are at the start of Chapter 5, which I believe is the final story chapter of the game before we move on to the harder puzzles. We are close to the end of the stream today, so let's wind down with a bit of Sigma's Garden. We have 20 more wins before we... now let's move my camera down to the corner so you have a chance of seeing the whole board. We've got 20 more wins before we hit our next achievement, so let's have a look at what we can do. Right. We have a very difficult decision to make as to which element... Right, we're forced to use salt very early on. Sigma moment. I believe Zachtronics actually published... Did he publish a solitaire pack? Which is basically all of the solitaire mini-games from all of his different games, just as one thing. Taking this red out would reveal this blue. And a salt, which is handy, and a Vitae. We don't have a Moors, obviously, to hand. Well, actually, we'll have a Moors here if we take this green out with this one. So maybe that's a good shout. On the other hand, if we take out this blue with the salt, we can cover these two reds here, but then we end up with a Vitae that we can't really use. So let's take the red out first. Okay, then we'll clear green. Blues, Vitae. Then we've got another green that we can do. Where is our lead? Lead's all the way in there. We can't get rid of the mercury until we reveal this lead. And that's going to be a pain because we've got it's just the worst. So let's clear you guys and you so that we can then have Ooh. This red. And now we've got the Moors here. Well, that doesn't actually give us anything. And neither does that, to be fair. I think this salt needs moving. If we move the salt, we get these greens, and then we can have the blue. But the problem is that lead is not going to become available. Yeah, okay, we can't attack the lead from this side because we have copper in the way. So we can't attack the lead from this side at all. We could clear the blue, but then we also need this vitae, so we have to attack it from this side. So we need to get rid of this vitae, we need to get rid of this green, then we need to get rid of this vitae. Thankfully we've got 2 Moors open. There's also a Moors here, which would actually make sense to get rid of. So let's get rid of you. I think get rid of you with that one and cover this one. Oh, this is a trick. This is tricky. This is tricky. Maybe get rid here. Or we could get rid of the salt with another salt, to be fair. Which is functionally the same as using the salt against this green, because this green and this green will partner up. That will reveal this vitae and this Moors. But then we need to get rid of this blue. So no, we need to save one of the salts to clear this blue. Or we get rid of that, and then... Yeah, okay, that works. So get rid of those two, get rid of those two. You and you, you and you, and now we can open up the lead. The tin's already available. The iron will be available after that one's cleared, so that's fine. Let's clear that one next. Iron comes out from here. Copper comes out from... Oh, right, yeah, no, okay, we're actually going to clear those. Ooh, alright. That's great. So, we've got 1 salt left, which has to go against a fire. Okay, let's get rid of you two against each other. So salt has to go against fire. Yeah. Nice. 81 wins, that puts us to. Okay, one more. So we're going to have to use a salt immediately on turn 1. Yeah. So this is the one that we are for sure having to use. Where does that open from? It opens from that side. There is our lead, which we could get from this one. So I think this way makes most sense. Yeah, okay, now if we open that up, we get that. Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty well there. I think opening that up is better for us, at least in the short term. Right, we've got one here. So all of those are available. We've got a Moors here to partner with a Vitae. Salt and salt. Well, actually, we've got 2 blues left and they're next to each other. So let's clear those down. Hey, lovely. 82 wins. Brilliant. Okay, well that is going to wrap us up for today, I believe. So if you are watching on YouTube in the future, check out the new Discord. That's going to be in the description of the video. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great week. And I'll see you guys real soon. Bye-bye. So that'll be the outro for our YouTube friends. For us staying here on Twitch, let's go.